Welcome to this very first lecture on Java. In here, we are actually going to start creating our first Java program. So open up Dr. Java and let's create something. Let's first look at how a Java program structures itself, because you can't just jump in and start writing code. The first thing you're going to see when you see a program is something along the lines of public class my thing. And then you'll see this strange bracket, which is called a curly brace. And you'll see another curly brace that matches up to it further down. So in programming, these are an opening and a closing brace. Now, what do public class my thing mean? Well, public in programming generally means this thing that I'm about to write is available to other parts of my program. So public means exactly what it says, it's public. Then class tells our program or our computer that this thing we're about to write is all contained inside of what's called a class, which is my thing. A class you can think of as a big storage box that you can put anything into. Okay, now we have our class, and how does Java know what to do or where to start? Well, every application needs what's called an entry point. And the entry point takes the form of this: public, static, void, main. And there's some more to write, but first I'll explain what we have here. Public you know about. Static means that only one of these things can ever exist in programming. Now, don't worry too much about what that means right now, but static is a helpful way of telling our computer, hey, this is where you should come to start the program. And what does the computer do? It looks for a static main. So it says, oh, I found one. This is where I'm going to start the program running. We won't worry about void for now. I'll explain what that does later on. Then inside of main, we have something called a string. And we have two square brackets, one after the other, and args. And what does this do? Well, we're going to get into that much later, but for now, you can just think about this as a little bit of information that gets passed over to our program when it starts. And then what we do here is open the curly brace and we close the curly brace. And you'll notice Dr. Java highlights with green the area between those braces. Now this is a simple Java program. How do we know this? Well, if I first save this somewhere, and in Java you need to call your file, my thing, the same name as the class name. Otherwise it throws a wobbly. So I'll just save this on my desktop. And now we have over on the left hand side mything.java file. Over on the right we can hit compile. And down in the bottom there's a box that says compilation completed. That's good. That means everything works as we expected. So Java recognizes everything we've written as a valid and legitimate program. Thing is, it doesn't do anything at the moment. So let's make it do something. Inside of the public static main, let's have system.out.println, and that's ln, and type hello me, or put your name there if you like. And that is a circular bracket before there and a circular bracket at the end. And then we have this text, which is between two quotes. Now I'm going to compile this, and I'm going to save the files. Then I'm going to click Run, and down at the bottom of Dr. Java, it tells you we are running my thing, and it gives us this green text called Hello Me. And this is what this line does. Our system.out.println line will send us back some text. So that's really the very basic first Java program that you write. We have this thing called a class that holds all of our bits and pieces. Then we have this thing inside of that class that tells Java where to start our program, and then inside of there we have some instructions that do things for us, and in this case we're simply printing out some text to ourselves. Now try and remember this lesson very well, because this whole class thing and the entry point of the application is very important and universally applicable to all your Java programs.